Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Andy. Yes.
It's been pretty wild 2 years, hasn't it? And,
Absolutely.
the pandemic caused devastation all around the world. You know, one thing they haven't talked about too much, relationship stress. You know, because we've suddenly been all together. And some people can't handle that. So I thought I'd give you a couple of tips on how to improve your relationships. See how well they go. All right? The first tip, it's an old one, but it's still very, very, very useful. Cold, hard cash. Now they say money can't buy you happiness. That may be true, but I found that it can certainly smooth out the edges. For instance, I've got, can you see okay? The lights, and I've got to figure out 100, 200, 300, 400, $500. You see that?
Yep.
No.
You check that out, Sharon, is that a $100 bill?
It's like, I know I need glasses, but that's only one.
It's only one? Huh. See, I was trying my Jedi mind control, but you guys are too sophisticated, aren't you?
I was just going along with part of the act.
I like pretty good thing. You see, so unfortunately it's not as good with one, so we really only have, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5.
Yep.
You can tell it's a one because it's got a big one right there, hasn't it? And there's a one there, and there's a one there, and there's a one. Wherever you look, there are ones. There's a one there, there's a one there, there's a one there on every side. But if you watch very closely, you can see there's 100. In fact, we have 100 here, 100 here, 100 here, 100 here,
Grab it, honey.
and 100 here. Look, check that one out. Is that a $100 bill?
Oh my
It
God.
really is, isn't it?
Wow.
So, you see, there really is. It's 100, 200, 300, $400, $500.
Right.
Now, I guarantee you, if you're having problems, you do that, it's going to smooth out the edges. Now, the other thing that people talk about, and it's about memory, right? As we get older, our memory starts to deteriorate, and we all value a good memory.
Mm-hmm.
But having a perfect memory is not the best thing for relationships. For instance, my wife, God bless her, she's a sweet girl, but she's got a terrible memory. She remembers everything. I found after 30 years of marriage that the best memory for relationships is about 80%. All right? Now, I've got a very simple card test here that tells me what sort of relationship memory you have. Now, Figgy, you're going to help me with this? You can stay there. I've got 4 cards. Can you see those 4 cards?
Yeah.
I've got an 8 of spades, 8 of diamonds, and a couple of kings.
Mm-hmm.
Just 4 cards. Okay? Now, I'm going to ask some very simple questions, and the great thing is you don't have to get everything right, because we're not aiming for 100%. Okay? So, how many cards do I have here? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See,
Hey,
they're not trick
one for
questions.
one.
A lot of people think when you ask them, you're doing trick questions. They're all very straightforward questions. Now, there were 2 8s.
Yes.
There was a red and a black. Do you remember the suit of the red?
Yeah, the red was a diamond.
Diamond. Well done, Figgy. See, Figgy knows what he's talking about, doesn't he? You see.
He's a numbers guy.
There was a black 8. Do you remember the suit of the black 8?
That was a spade.
Spades! You're on fire, Figgy, aren't you? You're on fire. So we've got the 8 spades. Now, if we've got 2 8s there, now there were 2 court cards. You remember, were they kings or jacks?
There were 2 kings.
You
Yeah.
sure?
Mm-hmm.
They were 2 kings.
Yeah.
Figgy, you're amazing at this, aren't you? So if we've got 2 kings here, all right, 2 kings here. Do you remember just the numbers of those 2? Just the numbers?
The numbers were 4 8s on each card.
2 8s. So the 8s,
Yes,
4 8.
2
Oh, see,
8s.
very
Yes.
specific. So, no, the 8s are here, Figgy.
Wow.
The kings are down here, aren't they? But you know what? 80%. That means you've got an 80% relationship memory. So you did very well, didn't you, this last 2 years? Well done, Figgy.
Wow.
Well done.
I got it back.
Very smooth. Very smooth.
This is as good as the classes.
Wow.
Now,
Now,
go in my class.
Very
I feel as
impressed.
though I'm going to really amp it up now. We're going to take it to the next level, right? And nothing says
Okay.
taking it to the next level more than pulling out my iPhone and let's see, what can I find? Oh, no, I don't want that. What about this? Look, I've got a big red buzzer.
Yeah.
So can we count that up a little bit more? Not much front.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now, Sharon, I want you to
Wake up.
take that. All right. Just check, make sure it works. Okay. All right, because that's going to be very important in a moment.
Right.
All right. Now I've also got a nice silver box, and this was actually made Victorian years, I think, Victorian age. And inside here, I've got some cards. Oh, look at another one of these $100 bills. They keep popping up, don't
my
they?
goodness.
Not worth as much as they used to be, but you know, they're still good. And let's put that down there. Now, I've got a little message here. Will the jacks match? You see that? Don't know what that means, but we'll see in a moment. And I've got some cards, and I've got some secret cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 secret cards. Can you see the top of this table okay? Yeah?
Yep.
I've got 5 secret cards, and I've got 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 not secret, unknown cards, I guess. All right. Now you can see that message says, "Will the jacks match?" Right, and here's a jack. Doesn't matter about the other cards. The jack's the important thing because one of these cards is a jack.
Yep.
All right.
And what we're going to do, we're going to pair these cards off. You're going to help me, Sharon, do this. And if once we paired them off, the jacks match, I win what's inside the box. But there's only a 20% chance of the jacks matching because there's only one jack and there's 4 other cards. But if the jacks don't match, which is 80% chance, you win what's inside the box. Do you like those odds, Sharon?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Down payment for the
What does
bathroom.
this have to do with the button?
You're going to see in a moment,
Oh,
Sharon.
okay. I thought, okay.
Don't be too keen because you're going to
Sorry, I
see.
was like, oh, did I miss something?
No, not at all.
All
So
right.
these 2
Okay.
cards, right? And what we're going to do, we're going to spell out these words, okay? And
Okay.
for each letter, I'm going to place a card on the bottom of the pile. And then when we
Okay.
get to the end of the word, that will be the first pair, and then the second pair, third pair, etc. But whenever you want to switch piles, you just press that red button.
Okay.
All right. Now you can choose which pile you want. Do you want to start with face down or face up?
Face down.
Face down. All right. So I'm just going to spell the words W I. And remember, whenever you press that red button, we switch piles.
Oh.
L. All right, Will, there's the first word. You can press the button anytime you want, Sharon. You don't be shy. Which pile would you like to start with next?
The
face up?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to, the word is the. T. H. Remember, oh, look at that. You see, we've got a live one now, haven't we?
Yes.
T-H-E. Okay, there's another word, right? Will, the. Which pile should we start
There's
with?
a jack.
Which pile should we start with?
Well, down.
Face down, all right?
Yeah.
Jacks, right?
Yeah.
J. A. C. Oh. K. S. Okay, well, the jacks. Now, which pile?
Down.
You're making all the choices,
Down.
right?
Yep.
Now we're going to spell the word match. M. A. T. C. H. Whew. All right, so that one there, and this one matches by default.
Okay.
Whew, it's pretty stressful, wasn't it, Phoebe?
Wow.
Yes, it is.
Crap.
No.
Now, remember, the ones we want to match, you don't want the jacks to match, so you want a jack somewhere here.
Yes.
We'll look at the jacks last, we keep that for suspense. Let's look at this one here first. Oh, look. No jack and no match. What about this one here? See, there's always one, isn't there? There's always one.
There's always one.
Goes out of control.
Troublemakers are removed.
Let's have a look. No jack, but no match either, is there?
No.
What about this one here?
Sharon.
No jack, Sharon. We're starting to get close now,
Oh my
Sharon.
gosh.
And no match. Now this is the one that you want this to be a jack,
I want
right?
that to
And
be
then
a
you
jack.
win what's inside the box.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh. No jack and no match. So one assumes this is the match. Let's have a look. There it is.
Oh, man.
So, but you know, it's not really very fair because I'm a magician.
Yes.
So obviously I'm going to win. I know. Come on. Who are we
It's like
kidding?
gambling in Las Vegas.
It
The
is,
house always
exactly.
wins.
Yeah.
See, because if I
Okay.
wanted to, I could take these jacks and I could just rub them over these cards here like this. All right, if I did that, and you see now the twos match, now the aces match, now the fives match, and the nines match. So you had no chance, did you, Sharon?
Wow.
So I tell you what, I think you should win what's inside the box. Open up the box.
Is it
and-
going to jump out?
It's a little silver box. Is it going to jump? What do people think about magicians
Just
these days?
open it
Can you open it? I don't
Figure
want-
you open it up. What's inside?
Oh!
Look at that! Is that how much you
Amazon.
dislike Amazon? Is that how much you dislike Amazon?
Oh,
Well, there you go. Merry Christmas! Aren't you lucky? There you go.
I don't know, but we're the. Whoa!
All right. Now, I'm glad I got that phone back because that was getting a little bit excited, a bit too dangerous, wasn't it, with that phone?
Aren't you a lucky woman?
Now I feel, after all this excitement, I need a little break myself, and so I've asked a good friend of mine from England he to come over, and he flew from England earlier on this morning because I said it's Sharon and Figgy, and he said I don't know. I said don't you worry, they're going to deserve your performance.
They
So,
deserve it.
my friend, he's flown over, and he's really looking forward to seeing you guys. Would you like to meet him?
Yes.
Can you give him a big Texas warm and
Andy's friend.
Here's Dickie. Now, Dickie Say hi, hello, Dickie. Hello. Dickie he's a very, very, very talented card magician.
Oh.
All right, and I've got a deck of cards here, and Laurie, could you just cut the cards into 2 piles if you could, please? Just 1, 2 like that. Yeah, I trust you. All right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn that pile over there so you can see all these cards. You could have cut anywhere. You can see how they're all different.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. And look, this is where you cut. So there's one card that one's for you, Laurie. There's one there for you, Sharon. There's one there for you, Figgy. If you could just take the cards, please. And look at the cards. Now it's very important you remember the cards because Dickie has come a long way. And the last thing we need is Dickie finding your card and you can't remember. All right, so try to put it into memory. I know it's difficult, but just try.
It's only 1 glass of champagne.
Oh, okay.
It's hard. It's hard for me.
I can manage it.
It's hard for me.
All right.
Hard for me.
All right. All right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to seal them right there in the middle. You see, they're nice and sealed. I'm not going to do anything, no fancy moves. They're right there in the middle somewhere. There's no way Dickie can find them, but he's a professional. So let's see. All right, now concentrate. Dickie's going to find your card. He's going to find your card.
All right.
You're concentrating?
I'm Skixy, by the way. They know.
Oh, they know you're Skixy.
They know.
All right, let's Skix. Come on, Dickie. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
It's cute.
What is this? Dickie, what is going on? Dickie's getting very confused, aren't you, Dickie? You okay? What's that? He says he's still a little jet lagged. Okay, let's try it again because he was seeing double. You see, he was seeing double there. Let's just try that again. All right, let's try it again. All right. You ready, Dickie? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. The 15 of diamonds. Was that your card? Wasn't your? Sharon, was it your card? Figgy?
No.
Next thing you're going to tell me is the 15 of diamonds isn't in the American deck.
It is
not.
not. No.
Is this a British thing?
Never heard of it.
Is this a British thing? You know, those British, they're always doing things. Like they drive on the wrong side of the road. They jam a U in every other word. You know, don't get yourself with aluminum and aluminium. What is that all about? And now they add a 15 of diamonds.
Yes.
It's no wonder it's just wrong. Now, what's that? Dickie's a little nervous. He didn't know he was playing with a foreign deck. Do you think you could just give him a little bit of a clap, just give him some encouragement?
Come on, Dickie, you can do this.
The 5 of spades.
Yes.
Was that your card?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now. Okay, Sharon, concentrate on your card. All right. Dickie's going to try to find your card.
Right.
Do you remember your card?
Come
Come on, Dickie. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. What was it? Daisy Duck.
Definitely
Daisy.
was not it.
Not your card. You know, although it's only been 24 hours for Dickie, 24 hours in duck hours is like 3 weeks. So I think he's missing Daisy, which is his girlfriend. What's it, Dickie? Dickie says, no, that was your card. You sure it wasn't your card?
No, it wasn't.
Let's try it again, Dickie. Come on, here we go. Come on. The Queen of Hearts.
That was it.
Oh, you see, look. Daisy is Dickie's Queen of Hearts. So, see, it's the lost interest. He got it right. It's just translation. See?
Lost in
You can't blame Dickie for that, can you?
No.
No. Now, you know, I've known Dickie. It's kind of scary to know. I've known Dickie for 47 years. That's pretty scary, isn't it?
Yeah, yes.
And over those years, he's never bitten the cards, and he only gets the cards when I ask him to. He's amazing like that. Dickie, what are you doing, Dickie? Can you see those beak marks?
Yes.
See, this is where the British get their bad reputation about teeth, isn't it? Look at that. That's pretty scary. Oh, now, when Dickie gets like this, he gets a little bit too rambunctious. And what I've got to do, I'm going to cover him up like this. All right. So now he's going to see. Now, he's going to try to find your card, but this is getting difficult because let's just have a recap. Firstly, he flew 5,000 miles this morning. Look at those little wings. I mean, that's a long flight, isn't it? You know, he's jet lagged because not only did he fly, we're also 6 hours behind. So he has no clue what time it is now. He's playing with a foreign deck. He's missing Daisy. He can't see. Now, have you ever heard the phrase "deaf as a post"?
Yes.
Yes.
He was made from a post, so he can't even hear. So, I mean, it's out of control. So, I tell you what, if you could just tell everyone the card, because I want them all to think of your card, because he can't hear you, so just shout out the name of your card.
Ace of Clubs.
Ace of Clubs. All right, now can you all think about the Ace of Clubs, because Dickie's going to try to read your minds.
Okay.
Now, if Dickie gets this right with all these impediments, I know you guys are going to go crazy, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, come on, Dickie, here we go. 1, 2, come on, Dickie. Are you thinking? You've got to think. Make some effort. Make some effort. Come on, here we go. 1, 2, 3. The Ace of
Dickie! Dickie did it!
is. All right.
Hey,
Now, he's going to now go back because he needs a really good rest now. So say goodbye to Dickie. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Wow, that's damn. That is amazing.
Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, how do I come up with all these amazing stories? You know, I know Figgie's thinking, why has he got this amazing? Why? But what I do, I use this little system called Write Now. Have you ever seen this system before?
No.
This is short story writers, some novelists, novellas, I guess not novellas are short stories. Big novelists don't really use this, they need a little bit more. But this is designed for when you want a short story.
So keep going. Yep.
Are you doing those?
Just go flip.
Don't worry about flipping.
I'm gonna flip.
It's gonna be,
Yeah,
we're going to
go,
cook
carry
it. Please. Can you see? I had a run there.
Now it happens.
Right. So, and they use this. They use this to string these stories together.
Mm-hmm.
And let me show you what it is. It's a bunch of cards. Oh, there's a piece of paper here. We're going to use that in a second. I'll just put that under there for now. But we've got some person cards. Right. So person, that's going to be for the hero or the heroine. We've also got some place cards for location.
Okay.
And we've got some thing cards, all right? And each one of these is used together to come up with some sort of story ideas. Let me show you what I mean. So, for instance, in this case of thing, we've got taco, we've got phone, bicycle, we just got a bunch of different types of things. Now, Sharon, what I want you to do, I want you to just say stop whenever you want, and we're going to choose your thing, all right? So just say stop whenever you feel like it.
Stop.
All right, now do you want this one?
Yeah.
That one there? Now if you'd gone one more, look, you would have got the phone. If you'd got one before, you would have got taco.
Okay.
But that's the one, we don't know what you've got, that's the one you've got. And that's your thing, all right? Are you happy with your thing?
I'm happy with my thing.
All right, now place. Now place is very important, of course.
Yes.
And we've got things like hospital, we've got things like city, circus, all sorts of interesting ones. Let's give them a quick mix. Now, same thing again. Whenever you want to say stop, just say stop. And I'm not.
Me or
I'm,
Figgy?
no, we've been all.
Me.
all
Oh,
I'm
it's
just,
me.
I'm just,
Okay.
you're the one.
I'm the one.
You're the
Okay.
featured performer this time. All
All
right.
right.
And I'm just going to.
All right. Stop.
All right, that one there.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you'd gone one more, look, it would have been house. One before, it would have been airport.
Wow.
So, all right. So that's what that is. Now, finally, we need a person. We need a hero or heroine for this. And we've got things like we've got a judge, we've got a lawyer. We've got a magician, good luck without a king, all sorts, teacher. So let's just give these a quick mix. And the same thing again, just whenever you want to stop, just say stop. Anytime you want.
Stop.
All right, so this one here or that one there, okay.
There.
If you'd gone one more, it would have been lawyer. One before, it would have been a baby.
No.
So lots of choices. And do you remember how before we began, there was a little piece of paper that I put beneath that? Do you remember that? Didn't really look at that, did we? That piece of paper is quite interesting. And that's going to become very, very useful in a moment. Now, on the bottom of this, on the bottom, there's a little story here. It says, look, the courageous person journeyed to the dangerous place in search of the mythical thing. Now, obviously that's generic. Now we're going to actually put some words to this. So let's have a look. This is your choice to look. The courageous doctor, all right, journeyed to the dangerous lake in search of the mythical sword. Now that's an interesting story, isn't it?
Yes.
I don't know if I know any story that involves those three things. But it's very interesting because before you guys came tonight, I took a photocopy of a book. And it was on this page. Remember, this page has been here before we even said, before you chose your three items. And it couldn't have been more random, could they? But if you look at this page here, it's very interesting. Look, this is the story of Dr. Norman Bethune by Sidney Gordon and Ted Allen. And it's called The Doctor, the Sword, and the Lake. And they're exactly the three words we have there. Can you believe that?
No.
Wow.
That is amazing.
No way.
That is amazing.
That is amazing. That is
All right, guys.
I get it standing up.
And
Wow.
that is the end of the entertainment tonight. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And, tell all your friends. No, don't tell your friends. It's very difficult to get tickets to this place.